another good day of maintenance, not going up. Some of you have asked me about anchoring, so maybe I just share my own style. I mean, there are a lot of very good advice out there from many other renowned kakis, you know, like Herman and all that. But yeah, okay. This is what I do. Firstly, for the anchor rope, I'm actually using paracord, 500-pound paracord that you can buy online. 20 meters is more than enough. Generally, it's good for the paracord to be 1.5 to twice the depth that you are going to anchor at. For boat, of course, it's you know, up to 3 times or 6 times, depending on the current condition. The longer it is, actually the firmer it is, because it can absorb the shock of the waves. But for kayak, you know, we have a manual hand system. You don't want it to be too long. And then here you can actually punch 2 holes on your fishing hand spool, and then you just use a yoga mat to put like that. So in case you throw into the water, it will float, or you drop it into the water, it will float. Also other cases whereby sometimes you hit a big one and then your anchor is there. What I do is I just throw the whole anchor rope over, float, and then I fight the fish. Once the fish is up, you can come back around and retrieve your anchor again. Then here, it is important to use a boat swivel. Okay, you can search online for boat swivel. Don't use the normal swivel because it will break off after a while, and then you will lose your whole anchor. Use a boat swivel. This is a 48mm boat swivel. Find the biggest you can find online. You just search for boat swivel. Okay, it should be marine grade. It's only a few dollars. In front here, optional, I use 50 cm worth of stainless steel, 316 stainless steel chain, and then carabiner fastener here. For the fastener, remember to put a small cable tie, because if you don't, this thing can loosen by itself. After some time in the water, and then you might end up losing your whole anchor. Then I would highly recommend a 1.5 kg anchor. This is a stainless version, which I like very much. You can see this is a normal galvanized version. It rusts after a while. This is a stainless version. Costs only slightly more. I think I bought this for about $50 over compared to this, which is as low as maybe $25. But the long run, this is good. 1.5 kg is what I recommend. The 700 gram version doesn't hold tight, and then you end up wasting your time because you gotta pull up and down. Then as usual, your anchor should be secured to the end. The anchor should be secured to the end. Secured to the end, and then just use the lightest possible cable tie to tie it here. Alright, use the lightest possible cable tie to tie it. Don't use the heavy one, because the heavy one, when you're stuck, you'll find that it's tremendously difficult to break it. Just use the lightest possible. You don't need heavy one for here, because most of the force is actually here. So this usually will not break so easily unless you sanko or something like that. So if you sanko, all you do is just pull very hard, or sometimes I use my kayak to go forward. Just use the leg power instead of hand power. Go forward very hard, just like you can do that on the boat, and then this will break off. Then once it breaks, you will actually be pulling the anchor up at the head. So I hope this explains. Yep. Thanks. Okay guys, just to show how you can do the anchoring now. Alright, if you can see, okay, so I put like a pulley system there, so that when you pull your rope, you're actually pulling straight up. It's a lot easier from a seated position to pull. So all you do is just use one of the rope, put it, and then put an anchor clip here behind. If you got an 8 clip, you can just tie a rope here. When you need to up anchor, you can just simply pull up, and in fact you don't even have to bring the whole anchor up. The anchor can rest down there until you next need to anchor. You can just